Okay, it's working. We're
Yay.
live.
I almost closed
Okay.
Discord.
I will be right back.
Hi, Gib. No one stands a chance. Hope you're having a good Saturday so far. Megan! Not even my special guest can be first. Gib's too fast. Arnar. But for anyone who remembers, this was allegedly a stream fundraising milestone at one point. It just took Megan and I 90 million kajillion years to get it together. Slayer, enjoy your lurk. Congrats on 107 coins. You decided to make some changes since you let a couple first slip. Oh my god, Gib. You're so excited for Bokura? If I like it enough, I could replay it with you. Alan, hello. Congrats on 224 coins. I'm excited. I don't really know anything about this game. Yeah, Gib. I mean, I'd have to let some time pass so that I forget about, the... what's it called? Like, the puzzle solutions. Yeah, the title on Discord is in a completely different language, and I don't know exactly what that language is. I want to say Japanese, but I don't know. I'm really bad at telling apart the symbols or the characters. Alright, ads are running. But I'm a PNG gamer today. It says Shigao Fuyu no Bokura. Ooh. Do you know what that means? Also, how's the game volume? Sounds pretty good right now. Okay, poif. Thank you. And a little background. Megan and I both slept like garbage yesterday. So, we're gonna do our best. This might be a short stream.
Hello.
Hi, Megan! Welcome back. I was just telling everyone that we both got like no sleep last night. So, we'll see how long we last.
I think we're gonna do great today.
We're gonna do great. Ads are over in about 1 minute and 40 seconds. And then I'll switch screens. We are both PNG gamers today because cozy, comfy vibes.
I have blankies on and my fan right on me. It's nice.
That's amazing. Bokura is a masculine form of we. Oh. Oh, because isn't the like the structure of sentences very different in Japanese from English? And Shigao Fuyu means different winters. Oh. Interesting.
Is this the game that has like 2 different perspectives?
Yeah.
Because I know we talked about a few. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see them.
So, I don't know. I think I'll talk about it when we get to like the who are you screen. But I think the character on the right is gonna have like the more natural aesthetic, and the character on the left will have like the technology aesthetic. I don't really know what to call it.
Okay, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, we only have 25 seconds left of ads, so I'm gonna switch us over just so that I can make sure my game is capturing. Because it always likes to stop. There we go. There we
Hey.
go. So it's like we of different winters, or we're in different winters. Oh, that's cute. We are in different winters.
That's cute.
Okay, so yeah, I think, Maggie, you're gonna play as the blue jacket, and I'll do the green jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
I'm locked in.
Let's do it.
Oh! I'm excited. Also, good morning. I'm very sleepy.
Oh no.
I'm train.
I love the pixel art.
Me too. I think it's so gorgeous.
Look at this little guy. I'm on the last train after a long day of work. Nobody else is riding the train. Whoa, it goes by so quick! The street lamps of the train tracks and city lights in distance flow past the window, shining streams rushing along at different speeds. Oh, did I
Sorry, it was probably me.
Oh!
Because I was like, oh, I'm done reading it. I think we share it.
Oh, okay. What did he say? Oh.
Nobody else is riding the train on this winter night.
Okay.
I have stream delay.
Okay,
So.
the street lamps by the train tracks and the city lights in the distance flow past the window, shining streams rushing along at different speeds.
Putting my controller down.
As I idly watch everything fly by, Kenji Miyazawa's Night on the Galactic Railroad comes to mind. I remember reading it in class as a kid. I don't remember anything about the story, just that it was sad. Maybe I'll read it again sometime. Is this game gonna be sad? I'd like to think that, but I know I won't. When I get all sentimental, thinking about the things I wish I could do, I know I just don't want to accept the boring adult I've become. This is... No! This is too real! I want to pretend that somewhere inside me there's still that child who's free to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. I did not sign up for this feels trip. If I really wanted to reread Night on the Galactic Railroad, I could buy the book on my phone. If I got the digital version, I could read it right now on the train home. If I wanted the book, I could get it delivered to my mailbox tomorrow. But instead, I'm passively consuming content that's just interesting enough to make me forget about the dull life I'm living. This is rough. I'm scrolling through social media trends when I see the news that the latest Pokémon for short, came out today. I haven't played since Gold and Silver came out, but I played it all the time in elementary school. It was something to keep my eyes distracted. I always had a link cable with me so that I could train Pokémon with my best friend and battle him. We'd sit on the bench in the park overlooking town and play until it got dark, with only the street lamps and vending machine lighting up our screens. But it all ended after that fateful winter. No, when it happened. Stop, is this one of us in the future? No.
I'm sad.
No!
I thought we were siblings. Did
That's
they
what
say siblings?
I thought. I think he just said friend.
I think we'll see, I guess.
That winter when everything changed.
Oh no, this is about the game, isn't it?
Whenever the memory comes back to me, the feeling of helplessness fills my whole body. Like I'm a rock in space that has drifted into the gravity field of something so large that all I can do is let it draw me in. So again and again, I'm forced to remember. I remember that winter, a boring winter not cold enough for snow. I remember what happened, the strange, absurd, and world-changing journey. I remember my friend, the best friend in the world to the 10-year-old me. We're 10 years old! I remember my friend, the friend who I've lost. Oh! I remember myself. The past self that I've lost. Oh, man.
I'm sad already.
I know! Why does this keep happening to us?
Alright, I'll find us the next devastating co-op game for the next time we do this.
Oh, we're playing Pokémon!
Cute!
So I think you're the blue one.
Get him!
Come
Come on, you can dodge it.
This is so cute.
I like the little music. I lost. Again. Why are you so good at Pokemon?
Which is funny because I don't play Pokemon in real life and you do.
You used Snorlazy. That's not fair.
It's totally fair. You could have used yours if you wanted to.
I don't have one anymore.
Huh? What happened?
I used a glitch to try to clone it, but it didn't work.
Dang.
I'm always be glitching my games.
Look, your little feetsies dangling!
That reminds me, aren't you gonna get the new set of Pokemon?
You mean Ruby and Sapphire?
Yeah, the one on the Advance.
Everyone in class is playing it now. But you're not getting it, right? So I'm not either. Wouldn't be fun without you.
I just noticed that my character's little feet are like going back and forth.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So
They're just
cute.
dangling. So cute.
I'd play it if I could, but I don't have an Advance or the money for one either. Mom's too busy with the bar and her boyfriend.
Oh.
I'm probably not getting anything for Christmas this year either.
I'm gonna cry. How about this? I'll buy how much money does this kid have? I'll buy 2 advances and cartridges. Then we can play together. My family's got the money, and it's not like my mom and dad ever pay any attention to me.
I'm sad!
Why is this game like this?
I'm devastated right now.
They wouldn't notice if I bought the same game twice.
Nah, don't bother. I haven't even beaten you yet. I'm gonna keep practicing with this game until I can score 1 win.
If you say so. Yeah, they didn't change the name of the Pokemon versions at all. What you looking at?
That statue's a real eyesore. I know it's a statue of the mayor, but who goes and makes such a huge statue of himself?
Only a huge idiot.
I see. I would rather do that than grow up into a stupid adult like that.
Jesus.
And the statue's legs are so skinny. I bet they'd snap right in half if a meteorite hit them.
Oh, man. That'd be hilarious.
And maybe that pointy-fingered hit the ground and find a hot spring or something. I know, it is really specific, right?
It makes me think it's foreshadowing, but I'm like, surely there won't be a meteorite in this game.
Surely that will actually happen.
Surely no meteorite. I'd much rather have a hot spring than that old statue.
I wish we could break it or something. It feels like it's always looking down on us. I hate it.
Yeah. It's our mission to break the statue. Let's fucking go. Wanna break it?
We're gonna be bad. Huh?
The statue. Let's destroy it. Exclamation point crime.
Hello there.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. All follows are anonymous if you want to lurk.
What are you talking about?
I got a bunch of Stop. I got a bunch of fireworks over summer break. My parents said they'd set them off with me, but that never happened, obviously. So I have a bunch of fireworks left over. I bet that if we set them all off together, we could break that statue's legs.
We're
Congrats
so
on your first
bad.
coin, Josh. Welcome in.
I'm gonna redeem mine. I never do these dailies. I have my own, but I never do these dailies for.
Congrats on your 4th coin, Megan.
You think so?
Maybe. We won't know unless we try. But I really hate that statue.
Then let's break that statue and run away. Sorry, I hit the button too.
Run away?
from this town. What's the point in staying? There's nothing for us here. So let's just go somewhere really far away.
I have not much to say, clearly. Far away where?
Anywhere.
How far is far away?
I don't know. That's why I want to find out.
Okay, I'll go with you.
All right, meet you at the foot. Bleh. Let me try that again. All right, meet you at the foot of the mountain tomorrow morning.
I'll see you then. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
This is gonna be great. No meteorite is gonna happen.
No meteorite,
like,
no sadness.
The beginning of this game was actually completely unrelated. So.
Yeah, I think it was just a fever dream. We're so cute. Look at our hair bouncing.
I know, we're so cute. I like the animations a lot in this. We really doing this?
Yup. I got the firework bomb and everything.
Sounds dangerous.
That's because it is.
Dang. And you're fine with that? You seem like a good kid normally, but you're kind of off sometimes.
Only because I'm here with you.
So you're blaming this on me?
Totally.
No fair! Well, whatever. The statue's on the top of the mountain, so we better get going.
Be careful where you step, okay?
Speak for yourself. All right, I'm excited. We're gonna get control.
I'm so.
Oh my gosh, I'm moving.
We are so cute.
The jump animation is
Look
so
at our little
cute.
arms.
Let's go be bad.
I'm curious as to how our perspective is gonna Hello. Wait, is our no? Our perspective's the same right now.
It's the same right now.
Okay.
I'm curious. I'm like, did I mess this game up with another game? I guess we'll find out. I have box.
Wait. Are we
box? There's a button showing up.
Oh, we can push it. Oh. Hello.
Do we have to push together? Can you push it without me?
I think we can push by ourselves. But maybe, can you push the front box? Oh no. Did I bork it? Wait. Okay, here we go.
You got it. Oh, it's because maybe you like walked. Huh, I'm curious what, because we're gonna have to drop one in there, right?
Yeah, and then the second one will come over. And then we'll use that one to get up. Yeah!
Platforming games. I've trained for this my whole life.
See, and oh! Oh! Oh my god. We killed them. We just started and we killed them. So how the fuck? What are we supposed to do?
Do we go fast?
Okay, maybe together.
Sorry.
Okay, wait.
Oh, I think if one of us goes, it doesn't break.
Oh, we just can't be too heavy. Okay.
So we can't go together.
Okay. And then this one we have to go together to break it. Yay! Look at us go.
Oh my gosh. Whoa! Okay, we are so brave. Okay, there's a box up there.
And maybe push.
You think box to get you up there?
I think so, because we need to put the box here so that it's oh, sorry.
Hi, Maggie.
Maggie, hello. Okay.
Oh, we can pull it. Okay,
nice.
So
I think. Wait, we got to put it on the other side. Let me get off.
Wait, what? My controller is just doing its own thing. Okay, so maybe this, and then I push it on here.
Yeah.
Maybe this.
But then how do we get?
Woo!
Oh yay! Let's go.
Gaming.
Oh, this is cute. What is that urn do? Oh, I thought it was an urn.
It's a
What's that urn doing here? Do I push this across? Oh no. Maybe we can hold up the bridge. Oh. Let's drown. Hi, Slamma.
Hi, Slamma.
Okay, so we gotta get the box below. Onto the rock? Oh, are you holding the bridge up?
I'm holding the bridge.
Look at your little arms.
Let's drown, I know. What a game.
Stop looking at your little arms.
I wonder if whoa. Sorry.
Oh no.
My controller has a mind of its own sometimes, so that's gonna happen a few times.
That's okay. It's for the content. Can you hold the bridge again?
I wonder, can we make the jump over here without the box? Because I'm confused how I'm gonna make it.
Maybe
I can just do that jump.
think so.
Nope.
Can you jump from the rock like to the left-hand side? Or wait, let me try. Let me try.
Oh my gosh, look at your little arms!
I know, he's so cute!
I push.
Because I'm thinking if I just go... Oh! I didn't think
Oh, now you could probably just walk across it.
Yeah,
I see.
I didn't know I could climb through the bridge.
Oh, we got a little save symbol. Cute.
Hey!
This looks very elaborate.
I'm scared.
Is there fall damage, you think? Oh, well.
The answer is yes. Okay, so maybe, hold up, get on the other side.
Of this?
Yeah, and then I will lift you up, and then can you move the hay bale so I can fall into it?
Oh my gosh. Wait, where did you fall before? Okay, good luck. Sorry.
Let's see how this goes.
What's the trajectory?
I don't know, we're about to find out! Yay! We did it! Like Assassin's Creed. Oh, we did it. Yeah. We fucking did it. Let's go. I'm so
This is
sweaty.
just the start.
I know, we're not even... This is us looking at the same screen together. Maybe...
This is just like Donkey Kong Country. I just did this.
What happens? Huh.
Maybe we put the box in the water and use the box, like we jump on the box.
Will they flute?
Flute.
They flute!
Yes.
I hope that's enough. Yay!
Well, here goes nothing. Whoops. Sorry, I'm not a platform gamer.
Megan, if either of us are platform gamer, it is you. I hate to break this to you.
Sorry. I realized only one of us can push one box at a time.
Okay. I like that water noise.
How did you do this?
I press and hold X until I hit the side of the cliff. So that I'm grabbing. It's like a run and jump. Ow.
Okay.
I kind of want to cross-stitch these little guys.
They're cute. You're an Ori pro. Wait, you played Ori? Okay, I'll go first this time.
Yay! I played both the Oris, but when I was downloading my VODs, like during the great Twitch Armageddon of highlight storage, I lost my Ori VODs.
No.
Yeah, like I messed it up. So I think you gotta come back. Oh wait, maybe not. Oh! But how am I gonna get out?
Oh, wait. Okay, it seems like we need that box. Okay, I see. So
I think I
we do this.
Let you up first.
Yeah. Whoops. We're doing our best. Why can't I? Okay. Calm down, little guy.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe I hold the bridge for you?
Yeah, I think so. Cute. Okay, are we ready?
We're ready.
I love that you can hold this whole bridge up.
I know, I'm so strong.
The fall damage.
I'm so strong.
All right.
Oh, and now we use the box that both of us can get up.
Yeah.
We're so smart.
Platform gamers.
Oh. There we go. One at a time.
One at a time.
I know you want to be close to me all the time, but it's dangerous.
I want to play Pokemon.
It's Pokemon, actually. Actually, I think we have to break this one.
Oh.
To get down. We got another, oh god. Okay, we need a box that one of us can climb. Oh,
wait,
there
here's
is a box. Okay, I'm gonna steal this box.
We might need two.
I think there's another one up there, so maybe if I push it down. We are so cute. Alright, bombs away.
Whew.
We can't climb this slope. Is the game trying to backseat us right now? I think we can get up now. Oh, we need the box! Shit. Okay, so... we put this box here. And then we take the other box here. Oh my god, we are so smart.
Okay, wait. One of us needs to stay on this one.
Yeah, so we can push this one.
Maybe.
Well,
Well, if you jump up now, it should go up.
Oh,
like if you go up
and
there.
then pull. Aha! Okay. We're smart again. I was doubting us for a second, but we got there.
There we go. Fall damage time. Okay.
I think
it's down here. Death. I think
we gotta push it.
Okay.
Ooh!
Oh!
Let's go. Oh my god. Huh? What happens if I yoink this? Oh! Cute.
Congrats on your zip line.
Thank
Cute.
you. I think I need to get you a box.
Oh my gosh, you are a platforming pro. Look at this. This is just like Mario.
Oh my god. I think the only Mario I ever played, aside from like the... We have like a cartridge for my sister's SNES that has like a bunch of Mario games, so I've played a couple of those.
Oh, okay. That's All-Stars. I love that one.
Yeah, and then, what was the other thing? And then I played a little bit of Mario Sunshine, the one where he has like a water gun. That
You think it'll hurt if I drop that on your head?
Maybe a little.
The story at the start of this was actually about how I dropped a box on your head. So.
I lost my friend because I crushed his skull with a box. Oh my god. Lilia famously loves Mario. It's true. The aesthetic does not hurt my brain at all. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm struggling. Yo, called me a platforming pro and I got nervous. I'm really curious when the perspectives are gonna split. Like, what happens? Oh, it didn't crush your skull.
You just did that to test, I see.
I didn't notice, honestly, until it was too late.
We need to see if...
Look, you can do it to me too. See? Nothing happened. Okay, so I think you stay up there, maybe, for now? And
maybe I climb ladder back down.
Maybe. I get this box. But what the fuck do I do with this box? What's the point?
I can't get over it because of water, maybe.
But the zip line's already been used.
Maybe we put the boxes in the water so I can jump across them?
Oh, maybe! Oops.
I will fail this, and we will have to do it again. I cannot see it. Okay.
Wait, I'm coming. Wait, no, we don't share perspective. Okay.
Oh, I should just look at yours. Okay.
Oh shit! I forgot about the fall damage. I was like, this will be fine. I love that my entire chat is just everyone doing the fall damage emote. I feel attacked.
I'm doing it too.
I know, you're part of the problem. Oh my god, oh my gourd. Okay. My knee pits are so sweaty right now.
Alright, we've got this.
Oh.
Here is box.
I think when the perspectives do change, though, I'm gonna have to try really hard not to look at OBS and cheat. Because I'm gonna want to look at your screen and be like, oh, what do you see? But that defeats the purpose.
Wait, are we gonna only see like specific things?
I think like I'll only see my perspective and you'll only see yours. Then we have to like communicate, but like, oh, what do you see?
Oh, interesting.
I think that's the point of the game. So I'm gonna try not to look at OBS.
Oh, I had no idea. I was gonna look at it.
You're like, I was gonna cheat actually.
I'm gonna look.
Can I climb down? Okay, I can.
I guess I can see where it is because there's like a gap. Okay. Whew!
You're doing so good.
We made it. No fall damage.
Yay! Let's go. Okay, one at a time.
Why don't we just learn how to swim though?
Oh wait, no. I think we need to break it. Cute.
Okay.
Oh.
So one of us has to take that, and one of us goes up here.
Okay. Maybe I drop this box.
Yeah, I'm looking. There's also a box up here, but there's like, when you drop this, there's like nowhere it's gonna land except below, right?
Yeah, I think I'll drop in the water, maybe?
Is there water down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and then there's a second box. Okay, wait, I do need to drop this box. Stay up there! Stay up there!
Hi.
Stay up there, I think.
Wait, what do we have to stay up here for? There's nothing else up here.
Oh, never mind, sorry. I take it back. Oh, shit! It was an accident. My bad. That's on me.
Damage.
That's on me.
Wait. Am I gonna fall damage?
Oh. Shit, how do we keep you alive? Oh, Interesting.
Whoops.
Huh. I'm genuinely stumped. And we just started. How are we gonna get what? Because one of us takes the zip line down. But then how?
Do we know? Like, we could see if maybe stacking 2 boxes will stop the fall damage. Like, maybe that's just enough.
Maybe. So if you go back up.
So maybe what we do is we
I'll stack
move.
These 2.
Oh, my thought was because I think we need to throw one of those in the water, maybe.
Oh.
Well, it might be the same either way. If you can move that now.
Okay, let me. Oops.
Does that work?
I think they're too heavy now. Let me drown. Let's drown.
I think we're finding the small little puddle.
Okay.
So, okay, we'll push this one down. Okay.
And then...
I'll keep this here just in case. I don't think... There's nothing else up there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So
this one in the water as well?
Maybe we try that one in the water, and then we push the other one to under where I am, and I drop this one, and that'll be enough for no fall damage. Ooh. It still looks really far, though.
It does, but we'll give it a shot.
gonna fall damage.
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Let her rip.
No fall damage, no fall damage.
Yay! Let's go.
So how many squares is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like 5 squares. So 6 is fall damage. Okay, we got some knowledge out of this.
Oh no.
Maybe
I think we
break
break
this.
this. Yeah. I was like, we don't have a box.
Ooh, we get like a little cutscene.
FOMO. This is my iced coffee. Oh, ew. Oh, are we gonna find a dead body? Sorry, I just immediately was like, something smells. The carcass. Something smells.
Yeah, and it smells bad. Whoa, look at that!
I was right!
Ugh. The antlers are like the logo of this, right?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen a dead body before.
Neither have I.
The music is getting really freaky. Kinda awesome, but in a bad way.
It's... Come on. It's not alive anymore, is it?
It's about to become a horror game. Yeah, definitely not alive. It's gonna get up. Let's take a closer look.
Get, please.
I'm scared!
Are you gonna take a bite?
Don't touch it! Oh, why is this?
No!
Ugh, there's so many flies. It like won't let me push the button. There we go.
I pushed it for you.
Thank you.
And little white wormy things. Ew, maggots.
Oh, my controller turned off.
Oh! Where are you going?
I'm out of here. I'm scared. Ugh, I feel sick.
Same here. My head feels kind of...
Ooh!
Oh no. No, I'm scared. I'm scared. Can we stop? Stop.
Is this a horror game?
What's happening? Are those footsteps?
Whoa! 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 What is that?
I'm sorry. Is it a brain with eyes?
It looks like it's from like Persona.
Oh my god. I did not know this is what was gonna happen. What the hell?
That's my Persona.
Big brain.
Okay. So that was like our training montage. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yours is so pretty.
Oh my god, are we little creatures?
Oh my gosh, you're playing we're little animals on yours. We're like little robots on mine. Ouch.
Oh my god, you're a duck. Huh?
Oh, wrong character, sorry.
Ah!
Ack!
Wait, am I Ack or are you Eek?
I think you're Eek. The green
Oh,
and the blue.
because I fell out after. Right. Eek!
We have the jackets on mine.
Yeah. I have the jackets on mine too. So you're a bear.
I want to be the bear.
And I'm a duck.
Wait. Look at your little like dot.
I know, it's
I
all
wonder if
freaked
we
out.
have this. Do we have the same dialogue too? We do. Okay.
I think so.
That you?
Is that you?
What's happening?
No idea. I just remember feeling sick and then...
Is this some kind of parallel universe?
I don't know, but you look really weird.
You're the one who looks weird.
The music. I look weird too?
Ooh, I wonder if we have the same music. I'm guessing maybe.
My guess is yes?
What's going on?
Mine is like...
Wait, really? Mine is very different. Wait, I'm gonna mute my game for a second. I want to hear the stream.
I might have done a bad impression, though.
No, my music is so different than this.
Really?
My music is like very... My music is like very sad and like somber. Yours is like kind of cute and happy.
Okay, we gotta play this twice then. Because I want you to experience this and I want to experience the other one. In like 9 months. It's fine. I remember finding the deer's dead body, then we...
Mine is like sad piano.
Oh.
Wait, is that...
I think it's the deer.
It's where the deer was before.
Does that mean we're in the same place as we were earlier?
Wait, where are you going?
We have little UFOs following us. It's very disconcerting. I remember now. We hiked down a path like this, right?
Maybe. Oh, sorry.
This is the same place as before, then.
I guess.
Good. And there's nothing to worry about.
You sure about that?
Actually, maybe you're a frog, not a bear. I can't really tell. Sure, things look a bit
bear,
weird.
I feel. Actually, I can see the frog,
right?
too. I feel like it's bear, because they probably have, like, the same kind of, like, cute little U-shaped eyes.
Yeah.
But I can see, like, angry frog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the eye is closed, and then the snout is the little pale part. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, because I saw, like, angry frog with, like, a wart on its face. Sure, things look a bit weird, but we're in the same place as before, right?
Right.
So we must have just hit our heads funny or something. Everything's fine.
Nothing's fine about this.
I'm sure everything will turn back to normal soon enough.
How can you be so sure? Anyway, I guess we might as well just keep climbing since we can't go back.
Maybe, I almost said mayhap. Maybe we'll be able to figure out what's happening if we go forward.
This isn't some kind of game where things will work out if we just keep playing.
Meta. Enough talking. Let's go.
Oh, okay. The little UFOs on yours are like, they're two little, I don't know what to call them. They're like little things that spin, like maybe, I don't know how to describe it. It feels like something that I could see in a Final Fantasy game though.
Ooh. Let me say this just in case. Please don't eat me.
Huh?
Oh. Ew, 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 ew. Like, are these things our friends? Like, I'm so confused. They're only following you, though.
Really? Wait.
Yeah, they're only following you.
Oh my gosh, it's the opposite from mine. They're following you.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
Gibby, I love the like emote combo. That's us.
Okay, so mine are like little vending machines or cans of pop. No, this is a battery, maybe? I don't know.
It's hard for me to tell what my stuff is, honestly. It's like some sort of machinery, maybe.
Oh my god. And then like I have like trees in the background. What do you have?
More of like, I would say like machinery or like metal looking stuff. It's like
ah!
Whoa. Okay.
Okay, I'll beam you up.
Oh, I see. Whoa. Okay, I think get off there.
Is there another button up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it working?
Yay!
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh. Okay, get on.
Okay.
This is cute.
Oh, sorry, I'm
it's
zoned
okay.
out.
Oh.
I'm assuming we get off this and the gate closes, yeah.
Okay, so let me run through, and there's gotta be another button. Oh, I gotta push a box, I think.
Oh.
To keep the gate open for you. The music is so fun.
You think that, or you think box on button?
Oh, that's probably a better idea. I'm glad you're here. There we go. Let me prop open the door.
I see like this for me, there's like a little detail here. It looks like kind of a cross on mine.
Mine's a stick. It's just it's like a stick
Interesting.
with like some grass at the top. Whoa! Oh my. Okay.
What is this? Maybe nothing?
Maybe something will appear
Okay.
there if you press the button.
What is this? Okay. I'll just go down here first and see what's going on.
Oh! Okay, stay on that button. Whoa! Okay,
You should be able to make that jump.
okay. Oh! Okay, stay on that button, I guess.
Whoa, am I gonna be okay?
I think you're good, I think you're good. Oh, I gotta climb, I think. But I can't see. Oh, there we go. I was like, game, please. Oh, this is a little dice block.
I think I'm stuck where I am. Until, whatever button pushed this down, because I can't seem to get my head under here.
let me. Okay, you should be good now. And then maybe push that off.
What pulled this up? Was it the one on the left?
Let me
Whoa.
see. That was
Be
close.
careful.
Whoa. Okay. And then now.
I don't know where we're going. Did it seem like there was more?
Oh! Put the block on.
Did it seem like there was more to do up at the top?
I think that's our way forward.
So we want to maybe.
I think if we put the block on below the chain, we can climb up it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
How do I don't know if I can get it up there though. There's a platform. There's a little thing here.
Oh,
So my thought was maybe we put it here on this one. So you're gonna have to come push it onto that one maybe? I'm not 100% sure. I'm just trying stuff.
Yeah, no, this is fine. Hello.
Oh, maybe we can't get it on there.
Where did the thing that fell here go?
Is there something? Let me look down here again. There's like nothing here. It was the thing that it wasn't something that fell. So I jumped on this platform. This one was up there, and something came up.
Okay, let me try going on this button again. Then you can press that button again. Okay. Let me try climbing up and see what else is up there.
I wonder if we're supposed to use that to keep something pressed.
Probably. Yeah, this is definitely the way forward. So we both need to get up here somehow. Oh, we have to use the block to keep what you're on
This
pressed.
one. It's this one.
Yeah,
That's this one. Yeah, okay.
So let me get you down. Wait.
It's got to be the one over here.
Okay. Slayer, thank you for the raid. Oh. Did I just die? I died. Slayer, thank you for the raid. We are puzzling. Hi, Nines. Welcome in. Slayer, hope you had a good stream.
Oh my gosh, wait, how was Astrobot?
Oh, were you playing Astrobot? Fine. Okay.
Oh, you want to go down there? Okay.
Sure. Well, let's switch it up. Okay. Now you go get the block.
Volume. There we go. Okay.
But Slayer, I hope you had a good stream. If you need to take a post-stream break, please do. It's so weird not to be able to see like what you're doing up there.
I know. I was just standing there like, this is nice.
Okay.
Okay, so
Megan! No!
the way I knew I was gonna do that.
You played the new
I'll go down
levels,
here.
had lots of fun. Sorry, new setup with actual capture card, mic, and even webcam. Oh, nice, Slayer.
Heck yes, that's awesome.
Puzzling's going well, I think. We just, because the game starts and you're two little boys, and then we saw something that died, and now we're split perspective. So
Yeah, our games look different.
yeah, I'm trying not to look at OBS too much because I don't want to like cheat. But it's tempting because I'm like, I want to see what Megan sees. Okay, so I think I have to press that button again to let you down, right? And then
You stay on there until I push this over onto here.
yeah.
Okay, now
I have to let
we
you
can
back
do
up.
the thing.
We
Yep.
did it! Gib helped a lot. Gib is a godsend when it comes to tech stuff. He's gonna help me split my audio someday. Because everything is fed through desktop audio right now.
Mine too, but if you split audio, you can listen to fun music and not have it in your vibe.
That's what I'm saying.
Whoa!
Whoa! What does that look like for you? Mine looks like a bottle cap on a spring.
Mine looked like a trampoline kind of, but rusty and old. This is a leaf blower for me.
What's mine? Oh no, fall damage! I'm so sorry. Mine's just a big fan.
It's like a little trampoline, like rusty spring or something for me. You have like a little spinny thing on mine. It's nice.
So when we floated up, your little UFOs like helped you. They like
they
tethered
helped
to
you on my screen.
That's so weird. Wait, what does that button do?
They moved this.
Oh, okay.
So we have that one spot we can jump up here. Whoa. This is curious. I'm wondering because this side doesn't really look like it has anything. Whoa, going on up here. I'm curious if there's something up here for you. Interesting. It's like I don't see anything here. Do you see?
I think we just have to
where
get
I'm
both
standing?
of us up. Oh, how? Can we not move while we're jumping? We can only go straight up. Oh, is there a button up there?
There's. Oh, wait. There's this.
Oh. Okay, so now I'll be able to land. Yay! And then I think perhaps... Oh, no, we don't need that.
We might need that for the fan here, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're a duck and a bear on mine. What are we on yours? Like little robots or something?
We're like... I feel like we're like two little robots. It's so hard to describe. So we're still wearing like our jackets.
Uh-huh.
And you're like... We kind of remind me of like Robo from Chrono Trigger. You have like one eye and then like 3 little lights or something on top, and I have like one eye that's where like your 3 little lights are.
Cute.
And then I have like 3 little lights below. It's very interesting.
It's like little alien robots, maybe?
Yeah, we kind of look like little alien robots.
Oh, I think you have to stay down there. Because I'll turn the fan off so that you can get down. Okay. And then I think you press that button so I can come over. Ah!
Is this something... Oh, sorry. I was...
We go again. So I just see like it looks like a teddy bear on the ground. Like a big...
I know, I like how they
jumbo
teddy.
teddy.
Yeah, so for me, it doesn't... I'm having a really hard time understanding what everything is on my screen. It just looks like a box or something, but not like the boxes we were seeing. Okay, try this, I guess. I wonder if I need to move it.
Oh, that worked enough. I think I can get up now.
Oh.
Oh, no. That was fall damage. Hi, O'Carrie. Welcome in.
So I think what I need to do is maybe move that thing over. No, where did you land?
Like right below the button.
Here?
Yeah,
Isn't
like
it I
on
can
the... Oh, you can move it. Maybe I have to run and jump.
Yeah, maybe try that. I have no idea where to put this.
I think there is good, and then press the button, and then I'll try running and jumping.
Hi, Akiri. Thank you for mean.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, so for me, it's like a big teddy bear. But it kind of looks dead.
So, it sounded kind of like a mattress with springs in it
Oh,
when
cute!
you landed on mine.
Mine was like a dull thud. It was like, boom.
Not the spelling mistake again. It's okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So these are bridges, I'm assuming, like before?
Yeah.
So... Will this push me off? No. Wait, I'm confused on where we have to go.
I think just to get us both across the bridge without dying. So I think...
With that block?
Yeah. Let me try... I don't know how this helped us. Oh, maybe... Stay on that button.
Oh. Wait, I'm so confused on what we're doing. This looks like fall damage to me.
You would be correct.
It sounds like we're breaking when we fall on mine.
It's the same dull thud as when we were little boys. I think, so I'm gonna theorize a bit. I think the reason your perspective is all like sad and like robot is because your parents, like your life is kind of sad. We both have sad lives, but mine is like absent parents that buy me whatever I want, and yours is like parents who want to do better by you but can't because they're fucking poor. And so like you're just like very, oh no, it's your mom and her boyfriend or whatever, so you have like a really bad home life, it seems.
Okay.
Hi Heather. And then
Hi,
mine
Heather.
is a bit more, I guess, optimistic because like my parents can buy me whatever. I'm the one that's like, yeah, let's go break a statue, there'll be nothing wrong with that.
So what we need to do here is we need to bring the box over to here because there's a platform we can't jump up.
Oh.
Yeah, I see what you're saying with like perspectives. That's interesting.
Because mine's all like happy and it's a little freaky, but
okay.
because if we try to take the box,
really-
it'll break the bridge.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just, I don't really understand what we're supposed to do.
Maybe somehow use the fan to get the box. Because I'm thinking the fan can't go further down because the block is there. I know what we need to do. I know what we need to do. Okay, hold up. Because we need to get the fan to go all the way down so that it can blow the box across for us. So I'm going to do this and then get off the button and then get back on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't know it was gonna go down.
Now we're
lower.
cooking with gas. Thank you for the clappies, okay. Oh, what the in the hieroglyphics? Do we have to stand on? None of these symbols match. Oh wait. No, none of these symbols match. Oh.
This looks like a Game Boy Advance.
What are we even moving right now?
I know. Okay, so
Wait,
I think
maybe.
it might just be a solving thing because there's also this symbol here, so it might be telling us how to open it.
Maybe I go through and then I let you know what each button does when I'm on this side. 'Cause there might be more stuff. Oh god! Okay, can you step on the button that has, like, the little man with his arms out? Okay.
That one?
Yeah. Okay, and now step on the symbol that has, it looks like a 3-leaf clover, kind of.
Okay, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yay!
This one.
Oh, this is hurting my brain. Okay. Okay, there's a symbol. It looks like an A, and then there's like 3 dots above it of varying sizes. Yeah. And then
This reminds me of Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes.
I've never played that. I've never even seen gameplay for it.
Stressful game.
The next one looks like a sushi roll.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. I was gonna say, I don't know what sushi rolls might look like, but I think it might be this one.
Yeah, you got it. Oh no.
I just heard fall damage.
I have to go to the next one like as they're moving. Okay.
It's stressful but so fun. Yeah, it is a really fun game. It works similarly.
Oh my god, where are you? Oh,
Sand, I know! The way they just like face plant is so funny.
Sand! Okay, let's try this again. So I gotta be a timing wizard. Okay, little man with his arms out. 3-leaf clover. Gib, thank you for giving us up to Sand. A with the 3 dots. And sushi roll. Oh no! Okay, okay. Maybe get off the first one and then wait for me to move. And then get on the second one. Okay, let's try this again. Little man with arms out. We're gonna get this. 3-leaf clover. A with 3 dots. Okay. And then can you get off the button and then wait? Okay, cool. And now the sushi roll. Sick. Okay. This one looks like kind of like a remote control with like 2 dots on either side. I don't really, or like a key. I don't.
Is it this one?
Yeah. Oh, how would you describe that one?
It's tough because I feel like there's a few that kind of look like this. Like they kind of on my screen they kind of look like it kind of looks like a. I mean, I'm guessing it's the same, like a flask or something. But there's another one that looks like a flask too.
Okay. This next one looks like a plug.
Plug.
Like something you'd plug into
it.
That's
Not that one?
Maybe it's reversed.
This one?
That's okay. That's a middle one, but I need one that look. Try the one that looks like a basket opened. Is that? Yeah. Okay. Hold up.
Is it this one?
I think they're reversed. So how am I gonna do this? Interesting. Okay. Can you do the basket again?
Oh my gosh, the basket.
It looks like the one you were just on, yeah.
This one's the other one that looks kind of like a flask to me.
Oh. Okay, can you click on the one that looks like a screw with like 2 circles?
Yes.
How am I supposed to do this? Okay, sorry, the timing's really weird. Can you go on the other button
First
you were
one?
just on? Yeah.
The first one?
Okay. Now do the second one. Fuck. Sorry, I'm trying so hard. First one again. Oh, second. Wait. Shit. Second one?
Okay, I'm gonna get off this one and go right to the other one.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then the last or the first one you tried.
Okay. I'm gonna get off this one and go right to that one.
Yeah. Come on! Oh, yes. Okay, whew, we did it. All right, stay on that one, because I don't want to get fall damage. Oh my god, how am I gonna do this? Okay, oh shit. Okay, can you switch to the second one? Are you serious, Block? Are you serious? Okay, there we go.
I like that we're gonna have to do this all in reverse. It's nice.
Okay, now the third one. Okay, come on, Block. Come on. There we go. All right. Let go of that button. This is wild. Okay. Okay. The one that I said looked like a battery with 4 things on either side. Or not a battery, sorry, a remote control.
Oh, okay.
Before the combo of 3. Yeah, that one. Alright, let go. Cool. The sushi roll.
Sorry, 1 second.
It's okay. Okay. Let go of the sushi roll. Give me 1 second. The A. Okay, cool. Just give me a moment to push this block. The 3-leaf clover looking one. Thank you. And now the little guy with arms. All this for 1 block. Okay, now let's go. And we have a block! What we're gonna do with this block, I don't know. Can I push?
Maybe,
I'm so scared to
maybe
push
put it on this block that I'm on.
Oh, so we can both get across? You're so smart.
It's my only thought, yeah.
I would have wanted to prop the door open again. Yay!
Okay, no fall damage. We can do this.
We're not allowed to fall. There we go. I really need it to give us a checkpoint because I'm nervous.
I know, that was a lot. Okay, I think we both just fall here. I'm scared.
Alright. Push, push, push. Yeah, I think a really cute cross-stitch project would be like the 6 icons, like the 2 little boys, the, like, my perspective, then your perspective. Hi, Willis!
No, Willis. No fall damage. We've gotten so much already.
Wait, what do we do?
You think
Oh,
this is fall?
cutscene.
Oh, cutscene.
Oh, I
was
thought
like,
that
you
was
think
an
this is fall damage?
abyss. I thought that was an abyss. I didn't think that was, like, nature. Willis, I miss you.
Sorry, I was yawning.
It's okay.
Hey.
We're both sleepy. Hmm?
Don't you feel like something's a bit off? Like we're talking in different directions?
Aren't we always like that?
Yeah, but like even more than normal.
Huh?
Who's that?
Let me do a fun little voice. We can't. A bit more.
This is so scary!
Somebody's here!
And they're getting closer, and I'm scared.
Is it the fucking brain again?
Let's go home already. He's not here. You can go home if you want. I'm going to keep looking. Don't say that.
They're like 2 robots on mine.
These are lions.
A lion?
Okay, they're not scary. They're cute.
Oh?
Yeah, so you voice that one, I'll voice the other one.
Okay.
What are you kids doing out here?
Did you two see a boy around here about your age? We're looking for our son. Did you see anybody?
Nope, we haven't seen anybody at all.
Oh.
See? He's not here. Let's go home.
Is that one of our parents, you think?
But why wouldn't they recognize us? And why are they lions? Or what are they on your screen? Like more robot
They're like
things?
the same little robot things we are, yeah.
Interesting. Come on.
How?
What?
How can you be so calm? Even if we go home, our son won't be there. How can you tell me to go home when our son is still missing?
Hey now. I don't like this man. I assume this person, calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down! Of course you're calm.
What's that supposed to mean?
Isn't it obvious? You've never!
Fatigue.
My button's not pushing. There. I don't want to waste any more time. You can go home if you like, but I'm going to keep looking.
Why is she like this? Because her son's missing, you fucking asshole! Sorry. Sorry you kids had to see that. You should go home too. Your mom and dad must be worried sick. Actually, neither of our parents care about us. So kids seem to be going missing a lot. That's interesting.
I feel like we just watched a war go down.
A really short war.
Okay, I'm gonna bring that woman back, so you stop that man.
I don't think they're both lions, Lil. Oh, the woman is a sheep. Oh, sorry. Huh? Why?
They're both robots on mine. Because this kind of thing isn't right.
What kind of thing? So it's not a frog, Willis, it's a bear! I thought it was a frog too! It's a bear!
Moms and dads shouldn't fight.
Aww. I have a feeling your character, because their parents are divorced, maybe, is very sensitive about that. But that's what moms and dads always do, right? Oh god.
It's a happy bear. Time for everyone to learn their animals again.
So, my parents are rich, but they fight a lot. What is this microphone?
Don't talk? Okay, we're not allowed to talk
Oh,
to
okay,
each other,
we're not.
I
I'm not gonna look at OBS, and I'm not gonna talk to you.
I'll look at another tab. I miss you.
I miss you too. I won't read the dialogue aloud either.
I know, I was like, oh, should I say something?
This is so hard. I just want to read it out loud.
I know, same.
Oh my god! Sorry. Oh. They're giving me a little game while I wait for you. This is cute.
Okay, I'm on my way back. Maybe. Oh my gosh, it was a cute little Game Boy.
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah, I guess I might be packing one, huh? Okay, maybe we can
we're
talk
allowed
now.
to talk
Hi.
again and compare notes. Yeah, that's a sheep now that I'm looking at it. Sorry, y'all. I thought that was a lion. sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
I'm sorry too.
I'll keep looking with you. I can't leave you out in the mountains alone.
Thank you, dear.
Let's get going.
Let's. I'm sorry, you had to see our fight earlier.
You can just forget about what happened. Okay, then.
You two should get along, like all moms and dads should.
This is sad.
I know.
Hey, what are you...
Don't get a divorce.
Stop, baby.
Now that's a bit...
A divorce? A divorce, huh? You just gave them an idea. Maybe that's the best. Stop.
Wow,
Maybe that's
no.
the best option.
Pardon me?
If we don't want the same things in life, being together won't make us happy. Oh my god. Oh my
Perhaps you're
god!
right.
We just broke them up.
What? No! Your son will be sad. Perhaps, but sometimes adults have to make decisions that children don't like. And I'm sure my son would be happy as long as he has me.
Wait, why would he end up with you? You can't just assume that because you're his mother.
Are you being serious right now? He doesn't love you at all. Of course he would come with me.
Oh my god, you're just saying that because that's how you want him to feel.
I feel like I'm too young for it to like hear this conversation.
Right?
I'm
Maybe
just a
that's
little
why
guy.
he left. You put too much pressure on him.
How could you say that? I know him. He's my son.
What? Don't ask us what we think! What do you two think?
I'm 10 years old.
I'm a baby! If you were our kids, who'd you choose? Me or my wife? How could we answer that?
We don't even know you.
Don't say that. Make a decision, and you can't answer both.
Yes, I think we need an answer. It's a very serious question for the two of us. We're not your son. Hello?
Hello?
I'm just a baby.
So, what's your answer?
What do you think?
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna run away.
Do we have to choose one? Okay, so we need to talk. We need to talk because what did the mom tell you?
The mom said, oh my gosh, I don't remember. The mom said that, she feels like because he's not the biological father, does not love her son.
Oh my god.
And my character was saying, you can still be a family even if you're not related by blood, is what my character was telling her.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when she was like, okay, I'll go back and talk to him.
Okay, so what the dad told me is her son's been missing for 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah. So she's kind of like, I think, delusional and like is just holding on to. So the fact they're talking about like who would our son choose, their son's not coming home. So like I don't want to choose either of them because like I mean, he's not the biological father, so in a court of law, I doubt that, like, if they broke up, her son would go with him. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But also, her son's been missing for 3 years.
Yeah, she didn't say anything about that. I can't remember why she said he ran away. She said he ran away and didn't disappear, I think is what she told me. Or I said that to her. Like, there was a specific dialogue about that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have such a bad memory.
I'm wondering... I'm kind of curious, because, like, this is the similar, dynamic to, like, your parents, like, your character's parents, is, like, you have your mom and her boyfriend, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, this is, like, very parallel to your situation. Oh my god, they're both awful. I don't want to pick either of them.
I know, I'm like,
Okay, so do we send them with the adoptive father? Wait, but this doesn't. The kid's not coming home.
I know, why do I have to make this decision? I feel like, so if he's saying, like, she's struggling, like, with accepting this, like, this is really, like, cruel to put her through, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, to make other people make this decision.
And then, but also, like, he was willing to keep searching with her and, like, feed into, like, her, I guess, for lack of a better word, like, delusion. So it seems like he's a supportive person. When it comes down to it. I don't know. Oh, God.
There's like, oh, I think it's showing us that we're not on the same one, maybe? Wait, I'm confused. Do you see like what the little check mark is doing at times?
Yeah, it's a check mark when I'm on the dad's side and a ... when I'm on the mom's side. Maybe we both have to like select the same
It's
one.
not even letting me like move it.
Oh. Interesting.
But it doesn't move it it's not moving it on my screen when you're doing it. Like I'm watching you do it and it's like not changing for me. That's interesting.
So I think I'm the top row and you're the bottom row. Maybe try pressing circle.
Oh, I think I see. It's working for me now.
Alright, so who the fuck are we picking? I don't know, chat, what would you do?
They should be leaving this up to 10-year-olds. I agree. I'm just a child.
I'm just a baby.
Leave.
Leave? I wish we could leave. I'm inclined to pick the dad because, like, he's supportive-ish. But it's her kid.
I think, like, in our world, he would never get that kid, like, legally.
No. But they're asking us, like, who would we choose to go with? And I feel like you made good points about the dad. Yeah, like, I feel like he's supportive and, like, he has been, like, going to search with her for 3 years. Like, he seems like a good egg, even though he kind of lost his patience. The mom has not accepted the fact that her son is missing and is, like, being very vicious to her partner, saying, like, my son never loved you. Like, she just seems a bit meaner, I guess, or, like, but she's also going through shit, so I feel bad saying that. I think I would pick the dad.
Okay, I am frozen in time, so I'm fine with just agreeing.
You're like, I don't know who to pick. Okay, let's go with the dad.
I'm running away, so.
Ooh. Thanks, you two. Oh my god. See? No! I'm regretting this! All boys want to live with their fathers. That's not what you should take away from that.
Let's just go.
Alright. Anyway, thanks for that, kids. Oh my god. We just ruined this couple. More than they were already ruined.
Did we say the right thing?
Was there even a right answer?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like there's like no right answer in situations like that.
No.
That was so scary.
Yeah, but they kind of reminded me of my parents.
Really?
Yeah, they fight all the time, but they don't know how to stop. So they ask me to choose Jesus. That way it's all on me. They don't want any of the blame. Stop. We should probably get going too. Slowly though, so we don't run into those two again.
Yeah. I'm 10.
I'm 10 years old! I really don't want to go home now.
Same.
Oh my lord. Those adults fucking suck. You can't just ask 2 random 10-year-olds in the forest to solve your marital problems. Oh, we're in control again. Oh! What the hell?
Did something change for you?
Your little UFOs helped you across.
Oh.
But
Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't have like a gap. Let me close your stream because I can see what you're looking at. I don't have a gap. It's just walking for me.
I can't get across.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is where it looks different now. There's a box where I am.
I'm not looking at OBS anymore. Whoa!
Okay.
What?
What do you think about this?
Can you get a little closer? Okay, that should be good.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, can you get the box again?
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, this is like, now we have different like scenery because I looked at your screen really quickly because I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
Like, I can't get across.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Okay, so I have for me, it's like a rope that I can climb up.
And then as I move
Right.
the box, you're moving with it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm on the top now. Oh, my controller froze. Sorry about that. Okay. So there's a box up here where I am. So I guess I'll drop that down.
Yeah, I think I need another box. Whoa! It's huge.
What did I drop down? Does it look like a box?
It's a giant pop can.
Whoa! Hi.
Hi.
Well, let me climb this again. Whoa!
Am I moving
Why did my
you?
character do that? I died.
I was moving the box. I'll stop moving it.
Okay, so for me, it's like a rope I can climb. So now you should probably be able to push it. Should be fine.
Let me know when to stop.
You can keep going a little bit. There's like a little platform for me to drop off over on my screen.
Okay.
And then I can climb up these. When we get a little break here, I'm gonna open your chat separately so I can like read chat. Because I'm just like ignoring chat. Like, okay, I'm over here now.
I was also thinking it was like that character's parents, but didn't want to say. That's so sad. It's interesting because the dynamic, like or I guess the family structure is like Megan's character's parents, but then the fighting is like my character's parents.
So you think I dropped this down?
Like off the platform.
I like fell. I can't believe Megan's ignoring us. Oh, there, it's working now.
Perfect. Okay. And now I climb up, I think. Yay!
Wow, you're like floating on my screen. Okay.
That's so cool. I can't believe Megan is ignoring us. I know. Sorry, y'all. I won't ask her back. Being a meanie bobini.
Okay.
Ah! What the fuck?
Where are we? Okay, we're ready to start here. We love Megan. Thank y'all for having me as a guest over here. This is fun. So for me, there's like a little fan and there's like a box here.
Ah! I'm sorry. Can you push something down for me to fall onto?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a box here and I'm gonna push it down because I don't know what else to do.
Oh, wait. Just leave
Oh,
it there.
it won't let me.
Yeah. Keep that there. It's gonna give me a platform to fall on, and then...
Oh,
Yay!
interesting. I see why this is why you have like I have the UFOs on yours and you have the characters on mine.
Yeah, because it explains like how we're moving. Okay, I have nothing to work with except a little box. Oh, is the trampoline? Okay,
Yeah.
let me move it for you.
Oh, I'm up. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
I killed you!
Murder.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we can't move. It has to be right where I'm standing.
Like here?
Okay, right there. Yep.
Okay.
So I'm about to drop something for you. It's a box for me. I don't know what it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a chain for me.
Okay.
This is so nifty. I haven't said the word nifty in a very long time. It felt right though.
Nifty.
I have a button.
Yeah, and there's a little platform that went down for me. Could you see that at all?
No, it's like an isosceles triangle for me.
Okay, okay, get off the button really quick, sorry. I feel like there's gonna be fall damage. Oh, it keeps putting me on the button, okay. Okay, now step on the
Weird! Oh, bye. You went into the ground. Hello?
What is this? Oh, you can just walk across? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I can't get up now. Can you get back on that button that you had?
I might fall damage, which is okay. Fall damage. Oh, no, I'm fine. Okay.
Okay, can you stay there for a sec?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. Okay.
There's like a little platform here. Whoa, you just went into the wall.
Oh.
I'm gonna push a button. What did it do?
It opened a door for me. Thank you. Hi. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Why am I so far up?
You came out of the ground. Ooh.
I think I'm gonna fall damage if I do this. Nope, we're fine. What does this button do?
Oh my gosh, you landed in the water for me. So there's a platform, so get off the button right now. Okay, I'm gonna tell you when to jump back on it.
Okay.
Okay, now get on it.
This is so weird.
I thought you were about to die. I didn't say anything. I was like, oh, okay, she just fell in there.
This is
Can I
so...
pull this?
I want to look at your screen so bad. I'm being so good. Yeah, can you push that down for me? Whoa!
Whoa! Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, I think you're right. Okay, can you move? Get off the button now. Sorry. Okay, and then that.
Thank you. It's a trampoline for me.
Whee! Oh, it's like a little chain that you can climb for me. So I can't get up right now where I am.
Is this a chain moving?
Yeah, that's a chain,
Okay.
but I can't like reach it. Oh, maybe I can like this. Okay,
Yay! This works. Cute. We're doing it.
This is tough.
Is there a fan for you?
There's a fan down there. There's like a little, I think, like fall damage catch thing. Okay.
Oh, see, my fan is right here.
Oh, my fan's right here.
I'm fluting.
Okay, wait, okay. Oh.
I think we have to move each other's fall damage catchers.
That makes sense. Okay.
So I
mine
think...
right now is fall damage catchies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
can
need
move
a
it.
fall damage catchy, like right where you're standing right now. So,
My thought was, so, okay, here's my thought. This is a fall damage catchy for you, right? Well, I'm gonna die again, sorry.
the one, yeah, the one below the, like on the second half of the it's
So
like,
my thought,
it's on the second half of the screen.
my thought is I'm gonna move this with you on it because I can't
Oh,
move
okay.
this over.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
There's a little ledge here.
Okay, I'm
so
floating.
that's my thought. I don't. Oh,
I gotta
you
move
have to
with
move
you.
with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna full send now. Yay!
Yeah, let's go.
And is this
Okay,
a
so there's
fan
a
for you?
platform. There's a platform over here for me. Okay.
Is that enough, or do you need more?
I think a little bit more just to be safe. Okay. And then this is a box for me.
It's a chain for me, so that's good. Oh, come back
Over
a bit.
here?
Come back a bit.
Okay, sorry.
There we go. Ooh, the little helpers are
Yay!
super cute. Oh, the music is
stopped.
gone. Interesting.
Okay, so this is a fan that I cannot go past.
Oh,
for
okay,
me.
I'll go.
Okay, now I can go past.
Interesting.
So this is a chain for me. Is this something different for you?
It's just a box, or it's just a can of pop.
What do the can of pops do? Can you jump up with those or something?
I can... Oh, can you bring it over here? Because I think I need to get back up. Yeah. Okay, and then take it off that spot, because I needed... Yeah, so take it off. Now put it back on, or put it back where it was. Perfect.
Oh.
Okay. And is this a chain?
Yeah, so
What
it
I'm
looks like we're
moving?
gonna have to line them up. Yeah. So maybe like, can you move it to the left a little bit? I think a little bit more. Right there, yeah. That
Okay.
looks good.
Nice.
We did
We
it.
did it.
Good communication. Thank you. We're doing our best.
Okay, this is a button that opens a door for me.
Okay, I see door. I will go.
Ooh.
Okay.
A little
I've
bouncy
spawned
platform.
something maybe. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see the bouncy platform too.
Whee! Okay, and then there's this. What is this for you when I move this?
I can't really see,
Oh, okay. I'm thinking maybe I have to drop it on a
but I think it's something I've
button.
never seen before.
It's like one of the fall damage bouncers for me.
Oh, I see that. It's like a... I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a... It's like that thing we climbed at that one part. I know that doesn't like describe anything, but it's like a thing I can climb.
Oh, okay. Can you put it on the button
Oh,
so that it has the bouncy
it's
thing?
not letting me. It's not letting me push it. Okay,
Oh!
so I think
Maybe you climb up here?
there. Okay,
Okay, we'll
now you
switch.
can probably push it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. Look at us. Okay, stay on the button until I get out. And now we can go. Yay! Whee!
Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have
Whoa.
thought? Not me.
I thought we were gonna die again, but this is the end of the level. Woo!
I hope they never, even though they will, ask us to make a hard choice again. Thank
I
you.
know, that was awful.
What's going on? We're in the same place, right?
But we're seeing different things.
You were walking on air and going through walls.
It might have looked like a wall to you, but there wasn't any wall for me.
This makes no sense. And you were talking strange too. Something about lions?
What's so weird about that? Just
to check, you see me as a robot, right?
A robot?
Oh my gosh, we're gonna get confirmation.
Not a bear? It's a bear, everyone!
A bear?
I look like a bird to you, right?
Of course you don't. What are you going on about?
Everything looks like something out of a picture book, doesn't it? The people are all animals and stuff.
I'm like in a dystopian robot.
Yeah, you're having a bad drug trip.
The differences start there.
Huh? How does everything look to you?
Like everything's kind of broken. And we're all robots? Like it's the end of the world or something.
So we're in two completely different worlds?
I guess.
But we're here now, in the same place.
I guess.
And the husband and wife we ran into didn't say anything weird either. Maybe we're just seeing the real world in two different ways.
You think?
But there were switches on the ground and those weird UFO things. That doesn't seem very real.
That's true.
Hey. Are you listening to me?
But then... maybe we should just go home.
Huh?
Forget about the statues. Something is really weird here. Maybe we're sick or something.
We're drug tripping. Lilia's playing Night in the Woods and Megan is playing Machinarium?
That has to be it, right? Or else none of this makes sense. Like, I'm worried about me, but more than that, I'm worried about you.
Things are a bit strange.
Let's go home.
But can we even get back? I don't think we can take the same path.
It'll be fine.
It will not be fine. Do you really think so? We're gonna run into that fucking brain again.
Oh my god, it scared me.
Oh my god.
Huh?
What? Oh my god. Is that a possum with antlers?
Run! It's like, I don't know how to describe anything I'm looking at other than it is robot.
That's okay. Is it a dog following us or like a robot dog?
It looks like a robot dog.
Okay, is this,
Is
this a dog for us? Oh no, not the slow-mo.
Why does the dog not like us? What's happening? Please don't ask me any questions, by the way. I don't want to ever answer a tough one again.
It can't make the jump.
Who cares about that? Just keep running!
When it barks, its whole body opens. I'm disturbed.
It's making like a weird buzzing sound on my screen.
It was just barking. Oh.
Maybe it was a jackalope.
Yeah, it was like, it looked like it had deer antlers, but it didn't look like a deer. Ooh, the music. What was that?
I don't know, but that guy was definitely trying to kill us.
I think his dog was too.
We have to get out of here. They're probably still chasing us.
There aren't any phone booths around, are there? I wish we could call the police for help. Maybe the 2 adults we saw earlier have cell phones. They're probably up ahead.
Right, let's keep going.
Hi, Con. Enjoy your lurk. Congrats on your 19th coin.
Okay.
Do you see a dog?
Yeah. Like robot dog, okay?
Oh my god, what the fuck? It like oh my god, Megan, when you stepped on it, it like decomposed and its spine came out.
Chasing you on my screen.
Oh, it kills me. It hates me.
Okay, so no dog for you, just dog for me.
Ah!
Okay, I'll go to the right really quickly to see if there's anything here.
Oh my god, I hate it.
Do you think I have to go really far ahead?
I don't know. Maybe if I chase the dog away and then come back up.
Do you think that you could climb? What if I'm on the dog when it chases you?
Oh, no, it got me.
Okay. It like sounds like it's sawing you on my... Okay, I'm gonna stand here. Does it do anything if I'm on it? Thanks, I hate it. I'm so curious what you can all see.
Oh no, it's dead. It's dead when you're on it. So wait. Go on to the top platform.
So there's one to the left in the middle, but there's nothing on there for me. Is there something up there for you?
There's nothing on there, but I think you need to be up there to jump on the dog. I'm gonna bait it.
I'm scared.
Okay, now can you jump on it? Ah! So gross. Okay. I don't know how we're gonna... Oh, it's gonna go back to the
it's going back.
And then can you kill it again? Ew, its spine like grows out of its body, Megan. It's so gross.
I'm having a nice robot time over here.
No, I'm seeing this dog die over and over again. DoesTheDogDie.com? Yes. The answer is yes.
I did not like that. Okay. It does not like me. It does not like me, I think.
It doesn't like me either.
Oh. Maybe it was... Okay, maybe it was just coming after you. Maybe it can, like, sense you or something. Okay, yeah.
Ew. Okay, I think you have to be on the button. Okay, no, we need to get the dog there. So maybe kill it? Just stay there for a second. I'm gonna go over here, and then I'll bait the dog over
Another
here.
one. Chat is having a great time with this dog.
It's so gross on my screen, Megan. You have no idea. It's so fucking disgusting. Oh, okay. Shit.
You're gonna have to bait it away.
I know.
Will it go back after you do that?
Ah! Ah! Okay.
Okay. I think you can probably...
No, it come back. Come. Can I pet that dog while it's alive or while it's dead?
You can pet the dog on my screen. It'll be fine. It's like a robot dog.
Okay, I'm gonna bait it. kill it. It's so gross.
I am so sorry. I'm sitting here listening to some nice, like, comfy, slow piano
No,
music.
it's like barking, and then every time you use the elevator, it like decomposes, its spine comes out of its back, and there's like guts all over it. It's so gross! Oh.
Alright.
Okay. But now we're trapped.
There's just like a little thing here that it doesn't look like we can get around. Maybe.
Is there anything like that looks like it's pushable on your screen?
No. Maybe it has something to do with the dog.
Oh, maybe. Let me bait it. Hey, you hate me, right? Oh my god!
Oh.
Ah! It follows us! I didn't know it was gonna follow us.
Okay.
So gross. I hate it.
Sorry.
Every time. Oh.
Sorry. Oh.
Oops. We gotta do it again. Yeah, we are little animals, Slamma, and look at this dog we're repeatedly fucking killing. It's so gross. Just look at
like...
Megan's screen.
Yeah, it's completely fine on my screen. It's like a dog with like a little elevator, I would say, is how I would describe it. Like,
It's
coming out of it.
dying every time. The sound design, too, is absolutely disgusting. Oh my god, I almost died.
It just sounds like mechanical sounds here.
Hi, fucker. Maybe I have to kill the dog. No.
I feel like we need it for something, but I'm not sure.
But how am I gonna escape when it wants to kill my ass?
Yeah.
Hey.
I think I need to. Okay, I got it. I need to jump on it here, maybe. Okay, watch out. Watch out. Okay. Can you jump on it now?
No, I can't reach.
Okay, you're gonna have to run, maybe.
I don't
Oh,
think
is there
you can-
something?
I'm trapped
Can
here.
you go into the wall there? Okay. There's a box here I can push.
Yeah, can you push it down?
It's making your. Oh no, I
Or pull
cannot.
Just keep pulling.
Pull it. Oh.
Yay! Can you push it a bit more?
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I realized that I might have been the only one who could see it.
Yay!
I'm just like here vibing.
Another one?
Sorry for the dog scary era.
Oh my god. Can you get up from there? Maybe I need to chase it somewhere?
So for me, so the dog is here where I'm standing, and there's a little floating platform
Yeah.
here. You're on a floating platform, and there's 2 switches up top.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how we get to the switches. Cause I just don't know where I could chase the dog that it would like help us.
I know, because I feel like where you're standing, do you think that if you chased it to where you are right now,
Oh, maybe we could get it
Do you
on the
think that-
platform?
do
Hey,
you
buddy.
think I could jump up to the top?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry.
If we get him on the platform.
Okay. Oh, sorry, it like pushed me off. There we go.
Yeah, I think you can get up now.
Okay. So let me see what each button does. Okay. Dog. Hopefully that doesn't chase you where you are. If it doesn't, sorry. Okay.
Oh, get off the button.
It's like making chainsaw sounds and I do not like it.
It's barking at me. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's leaving now. Can you get across?
No.
I think I have to chase the dog again. Hey, buddy.
I wonder if we need to have... Because there's also
let me chase him back here for you. Maybe.
Oh, what's he gonna do?
Is he gonna
Wait,
want a
he's doing
button?
something. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
He's on the button. And press that button. Okay, and then... No.
Oh no!
Whoops. Okay, this is hard!
I just like how they faceplant. I think it's so funny.
It's really cute.
So...
Come here, buddy. It does not like me.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So I need to do this, and then I think you run back over.
Yeah, because he definitely needs to be on that button.
Oh, sorry. No! Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Do you need me to attack it over here? So
I
you can get
think
past
so,
it?
because I don't think I can. Yeah, that
Sorry.
fucker hates me. He hates me.
So we gotta watch, or you gotta watch that animation so much.
It's gonna happen a lot. It's fine. I've come to peace with
It
it.
stopped.
Oh, come here.
Okay. So maybe.
Wait!
Okay.
Ah! Sorry, I got
It's okay.
too excited. Let's try this again.
Whoops! Sorry, my controller just kept going.
It's okay.
I played
Okay.
Party Animals with someone with this controller, and it just kept like running me off the edge a lot. And I was
What
like,
type
sorry.
of controller is it?
It's an 8-bit though. I'm using it through like Bluetooth connection, and I don't know why it's doing it. I might try to get the USB thing for it to see if it's a little better. It just does something really weird. Okay.
I love
Dog's
Bluetooth in
up here.
theory because like not having cords is great, but I don't like the random disconnects and stuff.
Yeah. Whenever connection is good. Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know why. I don't use a lot on Bluetooth, so I'm not sure.
I can keep him here by just standing here. I don't know how that helps you though.
Yeah,
I think we have to get him on that button. So wait. Get off the button. And then we're gonna lift me up to get him to come to this button.
And do we have to jump fast? No, you couldn't make that jump, right?
Wait, just stay there. Hey, buddy.
I feel like there's gotta be a reason there's a platform over there though, right? Whoa.
Oh no. Oh no. Shoot. Okay, 'cause I'm thinking if we get him to stop on that button, then he holds
It
that
feels
platform
like-
for us.
It feels like, is there anything that you can push? It feels like we need like 2 things, because there's 2 buttons, you know?
Well, this button only like lifts this platform, and then
No, it lifts the one to the right. It lifts the one to the right as well. Do you see that over
oh
there?
yeah.
That's why it feels like we need 2.
Maybe there's something to the right. So if you come press this button, I can go see if there's like a box or something.
Maybe we can honestly just, can we make this jump?
Nope. Negative.
Oh, damn it. Okay, well, we can get you over there at least, and you can take a look.
Okay.
It almost feels like we're missing something.
I
though.
know. Come and get me. Yeah, let me see if there's anything over there. Nope, it's the end of the level. Wait, maybe I come up there.
Oh, yeah, maybe you come up here.
What does this do for us, though? Oh.
Because I can't move it.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Welcome in.
Because I can't move it is the thing.
I have
like,
to bait the dog.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need to get the dog to chill out on one of these buttons.
Yeah. Which one moves the one to the... Okay, so...
This button moves this one up and down. So we don't really need him on this button.
We need him over here.
We need him on that button so we can both get... Okay, I have an idea. Let me
Okay.
bait him. Let me down. Let me bait him. Hey, buddy. Yep.
Do you think he'll just follow you? Should I be down there too?
So, press a button.
Okay.
Bring him up to
He stops
you.
there.
And then I'll bait him over here. Because he will just want to sleep on that button. Yeah. So keep him there. Can you sit on him so he doesn't know I'm moving? Maybe? Okay. Now... Oh shit, but we have to get him off so we can get on that platform. What the fuck?
Yeah, doesn't it feel like we're like missing something?
Brain hurts. So, because we have to get him to get off the platform temporarily. So that we can... Okay, wait, I have an idea. Bait. And then we both jump down onto the squishy. Oh.
Because it seems like we
Press the
need to
button.
have...
Go up there and press the button again.
Because it feels like we need to have something on this button or else he's just gonna...
I think he'll forget about me if... Or wait, let's bring him...
Okay, wait. Maybe you're right, though. I feel if we
Okay,
can...
jump down.
Jump
down.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
We do it fast. Sorry. That's on me. Okay,
So let me... Let's bait him again. Let me up.
Okay.
Yeah, like while the platform is... Or while he's running over there.
So should I just jump down? No, maybe. Oops. Will he go back, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Yeah, that's it.
Yay!
Okay. We're so
Oh my
fast.
god,
Let's go.
that hurt my head. Oh, that took a while. Puzzle gamers on like not many hours of sleep. We're killing it. Okay, what devastating dialogue awaits us now? We're killing it, it being the dog, right? Oh my god. Do you see that?
Huh?
Oh my god! I hate it here. It's a dismembered dog. Ack!
It's broken.
This is the dog that was chasing us earlier, right?
Is it? They all look the same to me.
It must have fallen off that cliff! I'm so glad this is a pixel game. Poor thing.
Yeah.
Let's give it a proper burial.
What?
We don't have time for that. If this dog's here, it means that guy trying to kill us. Oh, wait, this is you. Sorry. Oh my god. You go.
We don't have time for that. If this dog's here, it means that guy trying to kill us is nearby too.
Hi, Ollie. But this poor dog was doing what its owner told it to. It didn't deserve this. Hi, Frank. Welcome in. Nice to see you.
Maybe. But we probably shouldn't just bury some other guy's dog, right? He'd never know what happened to it. I like that I'm on board with you, even though I'm looking at, like, a robot.
Yeah. You're like, let's bury the robot. Who cares about him, though? He's trying to kill us.
That's true. All right, but can I try something first?
What?
I'm gonna put it together again. You're calling it a dog, but it looks like a machine to me.
And?
It doesn't look dead to me. It just had some of its parts scattered.
Huh?
I'm saying that maybe I can fix it.
Oh my god, you're gonna resurrect this dog. You really think so?
I'm gonna put it back together.
Oh, I'm so... What is this gonna look like for me?
Yeah, I feel like I can. Like, I can kind of see an image of how to fix it in my head. I'm gonna try it.
If I see organs coming together, I'm gonna cry. If I see his intestines sewing together... Oh my god!
It looks like wires for me.
Oh my god! Oh my god, you're playing in his guts! Oh my god! Okay, he's better now. Oh.
You think he'll be our friend now?
I hope so. His little tongue! Eek! He's so cute when he's alive. Oh my lord. Wow.
Phew, I really did it.
That was amazing.
Don't think I can fix everything though. Like, I probably couldn't have fixed that deer from earlier. It felt dead.
Still, that's amazing. But what were you going to do if that dog came back to life and tried to bite us?
I didn't even think about that. And we don't have time to think about that now either.
Right.
We gotta run!
Yeah, let's go.
And fast.
Like Sonic. Oh my lord. Like, are we on drugs? What's happening?
Since we're in an ad break, I think I'll get some water.
Yes. Can I pause the game? Oh, it doesn't.
I'm not sure.
It doesn't pause
Maybe
the movement.
Yeah, maybe a dialogue. I'll like stop.
Okay.
I think we're here.
We're good. We're good.
Okay, ad break.
I didn't even notice the ads. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm switching from iced coffee to water myself. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us today, y'all. I don't usually do co-op streams. This is really fun. This is actually the second co-op stream Megan and I have done. We played Blanc together a while ago, which was also secretly really sad. We keep doing this. Which game? It was called Blanc or Blank? Like the French word for white. And you were like a deer and a dog. And you go. It was kind of glitchy, honestly. Yeah. It was a little glitchy, but the music was really cute. And I think we had a good time. It was just sad at times. You were thinking Blanc? I guess you wouldn't pronounce the NC if you were actually speaking French. It's like Blanc. Also, burn on my foot update. It's now so itchy. It is now incredibly itchy. My sister and I finished North of North last night. It's only 8 episodes, so it didn't take long, but it's really good. And season 2 is confirmed. It's pretty cute. I have the VOD for it saved somewhere. I'm not there yet in terms of, like, debating if I'm gonna upload it yet, 'cause it was, like, 2023, I think, and I just finished uploading 2021 to YouTube. Or scheduling 2021 to YouTube, so, lots of VODs. So many VODs to schedule. I just finished scheduling the rest of Mass Effect 2. And then I think I'm uploading a small indie game next. So those will be like in October and November in terms of when they go live. But yeah, we got lots of old streams to upload. Oh my god, sorry. I've been screaming a lot about the dead dogs. I hope the little arms. Screaming is part of my charm. It really is. It hurts my throat though. Maybe one day I will have lozenges like at my desk. Oh god, there's another dog. Leave me alone. I'm not even here. Leave me alone. I hope the game volume is okay. Past time? What does that mean? Interesting. Oh my god. Leave me alone, doggy.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Thank you. I went to go give my cat a kiss on the forehead.
I forget your
sleeping.
cat's name, I'll be honest.
I have two, and
You
their
have
names
two.
are Cassidy and Rosie.
I knew this! I knew Rosie for sure. I forgot about Cassidy. Sorry, Cassidy.
Cassidy.
Hashtag justice
who I
for
kissed.
Cassidy.
That's who I kissed on the forehead.
Aw, forehead kisses for Cassidy. For Kissity! Okay. There's an angry dog here.
Wow, it was like jumping on my screen.
It
Okay.
did a little jumping. Okay, let me... Oh god, okay.
There's another one over there.
I think if I bait it and then I hide, maybe I'll be okay. Oh!
Oh, I see.
Whoops, you gotta get
Okay.
on his button.
An extra kiss from chat? I will. Okay. I'm not sure what to do.
I think I have to
with
scare
you.
Okay, okay. I think you come down.
I don't know if I can I? Wow, this is nice.
I'm now,
I feel like I'm gonna fall damage. You want me to fall damage? Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna fall damage. Wow, it started me on it. Okay.
Ew. Okay, maybe I stay on... We gotta be quick, though, because if I stay on this button for you to get down, the dog's gonna come for me. So,
Oh, my
press,
controller. Weird. Okay.
press your button. Oh my god.
So,
Okay, hold
where
up.
you
I'm
are...
gonna bait it. Okay, okay, get on the platform, get on the platform, get on the platform. Oh no, but now the dog's not gonna come through.
Where you are, there's also a box on top.
Oh. Okay, press your button again.
Maybe we swap. Maybe you... Okay. Maybe... Oh, my controller's being weird. Maybe I have to charge it. Maybe you go on there, and I open this. No, it's not gonna move now.
It won't chase me, but maybe you can use it to get up.
Okay. 1 second. I'm gonna put my controller in,
problem.
see if that helps.
Controller's
I
like,
can't
I'm
use it to get up.
tired.
Yeah, I don't charge it a lot, but it does this all the time. I use this to play Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and it always shuts off while I'm playing it. There we go. Okay. It feels kind of far. Nope, I got it. Okay, so there's a box here.
I think
So-
if you push that, I can run and jump and grab the chain, maybe.
There's a chain. Oh, it's a
Yeah.
chain
Nope.
for you.
I think after you push it, I need to stay on the button that lowers the door so you can get on the other button so I can get up. Or so I can use that platform as like a... Ow. As like a breaker.
So maybe we just do this like now, like this.
Yeah, and then I
Oh,
let you
maybe we
through.
put that dog up there.
Oh,
Like how we did last
maybe.
time?
Yeah. Okay.
Oop,
I'll
my
bait
controller
it.
is still being weird.
Hey, buddy.
Okay. And then
I use the button to put it up there. Oh, I fucked up. Get back. Get back there, dude. Maybe it'll forget I exist. Yeah, it'll go lay on the button. Perfect. And then you go through and jump on the dog.
So which way should I do the chain? It's a box for me, and I think I'm gonna... Well, maybe not.
Oh, fuck! The dog's coming for my ass! Shit!
You're gonna need it to get up over there, right?
Yeah,
Is the dog gonna go back, you think?
The dog's about to kick my ass. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, no. Okay, maybe we don't put a dog on the button then. Because then that leaves the door open, and, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, go up there. Oh. Or, I guess I go up? Yeah. Okay, put me up. And then I open the door for you. You get up. Oops.
I know, it's kind of like it's a really far jump for me.
That's so weird, because you did it once, and it was... Okay, there we go. So I think maybe you push it down for me.
Should I put it on the right or the left?
On the...
Because I think we're gonna need it to jump up, right?
Yeah, so put it on the right. And then... Maybe I bait the dog on this side of the door.
Okay, come down here and we'll swap roles.
Okay.
Because I think we're gonna need the dog to be on the other side of the door. Because I don't think
it's gonna kill my ass.
This dog is gonna push the button. I'm not gonna be able to do anything about it. I can't do it. I don't know what to do with this dog now. Like I can't
It's okay.
Okay.
Come kill this dog.
I'm gonna die.
Oh. Okay, so maybe we don't let that one dog up the platform. We need to make sure it stays down here.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I need to get past it. Okay.
These are tough puzzles, but I like them. Oops. Okay. Oh. What happened to the dog that's our friend now?
I know, where is it?
What happened to that dog?
Do you have a spot where you think I should put this?
That's good, because I can climb up the chain.
So I need the button so I can get out.
Right. And then I need that button so I can get down. And then we're gonna not bait the dog on the left. I need to only bait the dog on the right. So I'm gonna yoink down. Do not! Dog! Go away!
Maybe it'll forget. Maybe it'll forget if you walk over further.
Maybe I do need it to go on the...
Maybe, can you just do that fast, you think? You think you can climb fast?
The dog.
I mean, I can also do this. What
Oh
if I just did
kill
this?
it! Kill it so I can...
What if I just did this?
Yeah, we're fine. Wait, we were overcomplicating this. Can you get up?
Actually, no, that's how you do it, because I also needed that to get up.
That's so funny. Oh no. We got more dogs. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, we're fine. Oh.
Okay. It to me feels like we need this for the dog, because I think
I need to bait the dog.
So I think we need the dog, yeah.
No! I was too
I didn't realize I was gonna jump after you. Okay.
I gotta be quicker.
Let me get this one first. Okay.
Okay. I'm ready. Okay, yeah, keep it dead.
Think about that.
Ooh.
Whoa. Okay, I did not know that was gonna happen. Okay, the dog might attack you.
I'm gonna stay on this button.
Push this down?
Yeah, and then can you come back down and push it onto this button so that it stays there?
Okay. I'm gonna need you to move, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, get off the dog. We're gonna leave it there. Wait.
I'm afraid to put it on there because the dog's gonna get you.
Yeah, actually don't. Can you put it to the right-hand side?
Like over here.
Yeah, because then I can climb on it. And then...
Dog is back. Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I guess let's see what's up here first.
I think that might be just we have to both get up there. That's my guess. Does that not go up twice? Because how did you get up there the first time? It like did 2 phases. Oh, there we go.
Sit on it twice.
But we need the dog there for you. I think. But no, that...
I don't think I can make that jump here. Do you think I could do that?
I don't think so.
I think you go to the top and see if there's anything up there first.
Okay. Let's see. It's another puzzle that requires both of us.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, you are on it. Okay. I was like, wait a second. Okay. So we have the switch now. Oh.
I think the dog needs to be there for you.
So, can I make it with this? Maybe what we do is the dog stops on that button. I think I can probably make it with this? No. I need the dog over here. Okay, wait. Oh gosh. Okay. Can you push the button?
Oh, wrong one.
So that's gonna do 2. I'm curious if it'll come after you now.
Oh my god.
Oh no, the button. Okay, wait,
oh!
the box.
We stopped it though. I'm gonna stay on this side where it can't hurt me. Maybe when we abandon it, it'll go chill on that button and it'll let us both up. Yay! We did it by accident. We did it. Oh my lord. Oh.
Oh, it
bit my toe.
Oh no, sorry.
It's okay. I was trying to go up, but I did not communicate. Okay, I'm gonna try going. Oop. Okay, let's try this again. Oh. Interesting.
I don't think I can make that, yeah.
Oh, I can climb that though.
Oh, you can? Okay.
There's like a block for me. But
Okay,
I might
the
fall
uppies.
damage this. Give me a second. Wait, can you kill the dog for a second?
Yeah. Still counts. True.
Okay, because I'm gonna bait him over here, maybe.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're climbing nothing on my screen. Oh, interesting.
So now you can use the doggy.
Oh, I should have done that there. I see.
We can do it again. Or maybe... Yeah, let's... I wonder if we can get him back down.
Should we just fall damage and reset, maybe?
And then he chills on nap. Okay, so I think that's the end game.
Okay.
Perfect.
Fall damage.
It's like, let's drown, let's die. Either works. Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to remember. Okay, I need to jump on him fast, I think.
Let me
Fall damage has become a verb. Yeah, it has.
murder him. Get up there. And then he'll forget about us, and then I will... You stand on that one, I stand on this one, maybe?
Yeah, because I have a chain I can climb up over here.
Okay.
Do you have anything that you can do here?
Nope.
Because I can just get up.
I just
Okay.
walk across.
Yay! Yay! Fall damage is a verb. It's true. Okay.
Oh god. Okay. Ribby, enjoy your lurk. Hello. Congrats on 130 coins. Maybe I bait him again. Can you get up?
No, I don't think so.
What if I bait him a little bit? Okay, try killing him now. Nah, he's a bit closer.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Ah!
Sorry.
It's fine. Okay.
There's nothing up here though. It's just a platform. But if you jump on that button, it might raise it.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, we probably need to take the dog up here.
Yeah.
Okay, this will work because then I can jump up here.
Yeah, and then you hit that button. Is it Kiwi? No one has told me. Let me turn down the game volume. Is that better?
Hi, Kiwi.
Yo, if it's hard to hear me, tell me. That's great. Okay. No one said a damn thing. Okay, I think I have to bait the dog again.
Yeah, I need to jump on it right here.
Oh wait, can you hit the button again? Because it's been hurting my throat a lot lately, Slayer.
Oh.
I'm gonna bait him a bit further, and can you step on him?
So there's a thing here.
I need that box to get up, yeah.
Can I just jump down here, you think?
Maybe I bait the...
Okay.
Yay! Okay.
Yay!
The music got louder there? Okay, I'm glad it wasn't the whole time then. Kiwi, I love you. Hello. Kiwi and I have been sending each other a lot of chaotic rad videos. It's been fun. Okay, cutscene time. What devastation awaits us? Did I shave today? No, I haven't shaved today. I'm gonna shave probably before... I will shave today, but I haven't yet, no.
What's this supposed to be?
A house? Oh, cute! It's a giant milk carton.
You think so? It's like a... I don't know. I feel like it's just like an old destroyed building on my screen.
Yeah, it's a giant milk carton and the tree is a piece of broccoli. Probably. Maybe whoever lives here can help us out.
True. Hello? Is anybody home?
Excuse me, we're being chased by a strange man. Help!
Hello?
Maybe they're out.
Let's just borrow their phone.
We're breaking and entering. But how?
Huh? By going inside, obviously.
But how?
There's a door for me. Wait, do you not have a door?
No, it's a door.
Interesting.
It's a door, but the door's closed. But you just pass
Oh.
through the closed door. What? Yeah, I can't get inside. The door's locked. Oh, we're not allowed to talk anymore. Okay, bye, Megan.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna remember anything, by the way.
It's okay. I don't think we're gonna talk to anyone.
Oh, sorry.
I miss Megan. Yeah, this game's really interesting. Oh. This game is deceptively dark? Yeah. Huh? No, I'm so stressed. No. I'm being really bad at being quiet. I'm sorry. Oh my god. No! Megan, we need to compare notes immediately. Oh
I'm
my
upset.
god! Okay, do you want to go first?
Wow, you were really going through it out here.
Okay, do you want to go first? What happened in there?
So, the person who lives here is the person who's trying to kill us, and he was commanding all those dogs. That dog we saved is in there.
Oh, cute. Does it talk?
It was like a different creature. It wasn't like the dog anymore. He said he's like this house's AI, I think.
Oh.
And inside the house was this guy's wife and daughter. and he was trying to like bring them back to life. So he's like trying to kill all of these like animal machines and like put them back to life. But the dog was saying that he doesn't know if like he was calling him Gramps. He doesn't know if he like realizes that his like wife and daughter are like robots now. But what happened was someone broke into the house, and then Gramps got knocked out, and then the daughter was murdered.
Oh my god.
And trigger warning, wife was assaulted.
Oh god.
The wife then took her own life.
Oh my god.
Gramps tried to continue his life after, and he was helping people, but he suddenly changed, and he's having a hard time now.
Oh my god. So Gramps is the hunter.
Yeah, Gramps is the hunter. Okay. And then I left before the AI was like, I have more things to tell you. And I just left.
You were like, no, you're trauma dumping on a 10-year-old right now. Okay, so...
I'm 10.
I'm 10 years old! What happened here was you went inside, and I was like, okay, I just kind of like walked a little bit further, and then I see a bunny. And the bunny started talking to me, and he's like, I had a feeling you'd understand me. And I was like, okay, what's going on? He's like, someone really bad lives in that house. Like, you should leave. And I'm like, I can't leave. My friend's in there. And he was like, oh my god, your poor friend. And I was like, oh. And then he was like, yeah, that guy, he killed my mom and dad. And he brought their bodies in there. And I was like, oh my god. But then I was like, oh, he's a bunny, so maybe this guy's just a hunter. And, like, in this bunny's perspective, like, oh, he killed my family, but he's just hunting. Hi, Yuki. Hi, Key. Enjoy Reconnect. So I was like, okay, maybe he's just a hunter, and so, like, him killing bunnies is normal. But he's like, yeah, he brought my family in there, their bodies, and I have to live to protect my little brother. So I'm guessing another bunny. And then, he's like, oh my god, he's coming, we should run. And I was like, no, my friend's in there, I can't run. So I hid behind, like, these, they look like a pile of logs. But I hid behind these pile of logs. The bunny starts running away, and an arrow comes and shoots the bunny. The bunny's now dead.
Wow, I'm devastated.
Yeah, so I'm like, I just met this bunny, and I'm so sad. And then, so the bunny dies, and then the camera pans over, and it's the parents, the lion and the sheep. Mm-hmm. The lion and the lamb. And they're, like, bickering about, like, what we said earlier, and she's like, can you drop it? And they're walking, they see the hunter, they're like, oh, hey there, like, kind of trying to ask him for help, and he shoots the lion!
Oh my god.
The lion is now also dead.
I feel like that would have changed depending on our choice.
Maybe, yeah, maybe the lamb would have died. It'll be interesting, like, to play the game again someday and see. But yeah, so the lion died, and I was like, oh my lord. I don't know how the sheep or the lamb responded. She kind of was just, like, in shock, but I was like, I need to go get my friend. And now we're here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so something really bad did
Something
happen.
really bad happened! Come on, we have to go!
I'm stressed. Hey. I like how you're, like, panicking. I'm just like, hey, so I learned sad stuff.
Like, do you see the dead bunny? And the dead lion?
What happened here?
Can you bring them back to life? Like you did earlier?
There's, like, blood on them now. But they're, like, still machinery. This is the man we saw earlier, right?
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sean.
Why did this happen?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
I don't think I can repair this.
Why not?
He just looks dead to me. There's no way I could fix this.
How about the rabbit? Can't you fix it? It tried to save me. It's my fault.
Let me take a look.
I have a feeling the rabbit's just dead too.
Sorry, I don't think I can. He looks like an arrow hit a vital part.
Oh.
Hey, what happened to the woman?
She ran off, and that man went after her too.
You mean the old grandpa?
Grandpa?
The grandpa did this?
By grandpa, do you mean the man who shot at us earlier?
Yeah.
Who else could it be?
We have to help. Let's go after them.
He'll kill us. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Hi, Hateful. So nice to see you. Wait! That's too dang bad!
Hi, Hateful.
I'm really sorry. This is so fucked up. I thought this was just gonna be a cute little... I knew it was gonna be kinda sad, but this has got, like, really fucked up. We're 10 years old!
I'm 10 years old.
We have to find that bunny's brother and adopt him now? I know. Hey.
The music is so loud for me now.
It's really sad.
Gotta turn it down. Yeah?
Oh! Grandpa's dead. Did she behead him?
Is that?
It's him.
Must have fallen off the cliff.
Like that dog earlier.
Oh my gosh, is it gonna ask us if we want to put him back together?
Can we put together... Oh!
Whoa!
Who is this child?
Who's that?
I wonder if that's the little brother. But not in bunny form. I'm so confused. Wait, did you see him as a human?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Did you?
I did. He was a human. I think I saw somebody up there just now. That's hateful.
It's gonna ask us if we're gonna put him back together.
No!
I think I can fix this.
What?
Like what I did with the dog. I think I can fix this too.
You want to bring him back to life?
Yeah.
Don't. You saw those dead bodies, right? He's the one who killed them.
Yeah, but I just feel really bad for the old man.
You feel bad for him? Not all the people he killed?
I get how you feel, but I...
Oh my god. Oh my god! I'm the top row, you're the bottom row. So,
Oh, I see.
is the insinuation that after his wife died, he, like, kind of lost his mind? What happened to his kid again?
His daughter was murdered by who, like, broke into their house.
Okay, so him, his wife, his daughter lived in that house. Someone
Yeah.
broke in, did terrible things,
Yeah.
and...
He survived.
Yeah, he survived. His wife killed herself.
Assaulted.
Assaulted
she
and then killed herself. And the daughter was murdered.
Is that... I remember specifically the dog AI in there said he moved on with his life, like tried, and like he lived a life where he spent time helping people, and then he went senile is what that was the word the AI used in there.
So, and now he's just killing people. Maybe if we repair him, we can like try and talk to him. I'm down to repair him, and like maybe like he killed a lot of people. That's not okay, but maybe we can like try and bring him back from the brink of, you know, things being bad. I say okay, I repair him, but he might kill us, and we might have to kill him again. But yeah, let's. I'm locking and repairing him.
Okay. Wow. Stressed.
I'm stressed.
stressed.
Yeah, this game is surprisingly heavy.
Wait, am I not doing it right?
I think you have to press X.
Did I do
select? Oh, I have to hit it a third time.
My tummy hurts.
This could be like our last story beat if you want, because I'm getting a bit hungry as well.
Okay.
And then we can
I'm
schedule...
gonna fix him then. I'm gonna be thinking about it the whole time.
I know.
Ew, I can hear the sounds.
Oh my god, I'm scared. How are we... Is he also a robot? Like, how are we fixing him?
He's a robot for me.
Let's get out of here before he tries to kill us again.
Right.
I thought we were gonna try and talk to him.
I know, same.
Interesting.
You really just let me fix him and then we just left. Did I do the right thing?
This is probably gonna bite us in the butt. It's gonna kill one of us. He's gonna come back and want to kill us.
I feel like based on like what the start said, like no, like the fate of one of us is probably always gonna be what it was.
I think I live because I'm like, it looked like the old person in the ending had my clothing, but maybe you wore my clothes to remember me by. Who knows? Aw, this is cute. Him and his dog are hanging out, planning more murder. Oh, he's petting the dog. I think. Welcome home.
Do you think they're planning more murder together? I'm scared.
I don't know. Let's see what we say about all this. We have to find that lady.
Yeah.
Look at that.
What?
They're really good at building tension.
There's that kid.
I wonder... I don't know which one of us is talking.
Is that a kid? Hey! Yeah.
Hateful, I'm gonna refund you because we're wrapping up soon, but thank you for trying to take care of my eyes. Let's catch up to him and ask if he's seen that lady.
Good idea. But why is a kid hanging around here?
I was about to say, I'm like, you can say the same thing about us. Oh, sorry.
But something's weird, right?
Huh? What was? He was really too far for me to really see.
I guess it's no big deal.
Will I be live for more than 5 minutes? Probably. I'm not putting my glasses on, Hateful. You're getting refunded. Let's get going.
Okay.
Okay. So I think on account of me getting hungry and Megan's tummy ache. Ah!
Oh, my tummy was just because I was stressed.
Oh! But yeah, we've been live for about almost 3 hours. What is this for you? Because it's like a fucking...
It looks like...
It's bones and guts.
It looks like E.T. for me.
Oh my god. But yeah, I think...
robot E.T.
We've made a good dent in the game. Stitch is out of stock. Yeah, my throat's been hurting, so I have Stitch off right now. But I'm hooked. I'm very... Because I was thinking, I'm like, oh, it's a cute puzzle game. Like, if we don't finish it, it's whatever. But there's actually a really rich story. I will have a content warning command prepared for next stream. I had no idea it would go in this direction. But we can, like, try and recap what we know the next time we play. Because knowing us, it'll be in several months from now. But, I'm really enjoying this. I'm liking it. And, like, if we play it again, it would be interesting to, like, choose the mom instead. And then choose not to save the hunter and, like, see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm very, very intrigued. But let me... How do we... If I main menu, do you want to quit the game? If you played it with the same friend, you can start from the last autosave. Yes. Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna look for somebody to potentially raid for once. This is a special stream. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll definitely try and schedule something again. Ooh, let's raid Latalis.
Yay! That's a great idea.
Yeah. Let me mute the tab. Latalis is doing an Ocarina of Time rando, which seems fun. She's great. I love Latalis. She's hilarious. Thank you for hanging out with us. You can do this raid message if you want. And we will plan another stream to finish up this game. No idea when though, so we'll try and recap the story next time we play. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Let's raid meganhertz. I hear their streams are really cool. For real. I hear she's taking a nap. But this was fun. Thank you so much for joining, Megan.
Thank you for having me. This was really nice. I did not know this game was going to be as devastating as it was. I'm glad I didn't have to look at animal death.
Oh my god, yeah. That... At least if we do decide to switch perspectives, you'll be prepared. You'll know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it'll just be interesting to, see the other side. But yeah, I'll keep y'all posted on when we continue the game. Again, it could be, in a few weekends from now. It could be a couple months from now. Whenever, the stars align for both Megan and I. But yeah, take care of yourselves. I'm gonna hit raid now. It's probably gonna cut off my speech.
Bye, everyone. You're cool.
Bye! Okay, cute. There we go. Okay, I'll stop stream now.